Hello, I'm Glenn W. Hunter, and with me today is James, that yoga dude Woods, and this is the Feel Free to Feel Free podcast. And I am not that yoga dude, but that gentleman is, and we're going to let him introduce himself because we have a riveting episode for you today.
What's going on, y'all? It's James Woods, aka that yoga dude with Feel Free to Feel Free, with the man himself, the magical, mystical legend, the brainchild of this, Glenn W. Hunter. What's going on, Glenn? How you doing?
Doing well today. Look, I think we have something really exciting for the folks today, right? Yoga is obviously what you do and you impact lives, but it's just not it hovering in on us. There is a foundation of wellness at the bottom of what you do, a foundation of wellness. And I'm glad that we're going to be able to explore that today. So before we get to the content that I want you to make sure the audience is in the right frame of mind.
Yes, sir. So let's get to the bottom of the well within our own wellness, diving deep into ourselves. I know that sounds all mystical and magical, but it really just means stopping and taking a breath. So I want you to find yourself wherever you are, but then relax yourself. Let your feet be firm into the ground, either you're standing or you're sitting. Soften the face, soften the shoulders. Let your spine be nice and tall, sitting upright, standing strong. I want you to breathe all the way deep down into your belly. So as you take a breath in through the nose, you're going to feel your lungs, your chest, your belly, your diaphragm, your entire body with fresh oxygen. We're going to take 3 of these, breathing in through the nose, out of the nose. On the count of 3, we start. 1, 2, 3. Deep inhale through the nose. Slow, long exhale. Let the belly collapse. Pull the belly towards the spine, sending out all that stress, worry, anxiety, fatigue. Inhale, breathe into the belly. Let the belly pooch out as you fill with fresh oxygen, cleansing, clearing, rejuvenating. Exhale. Feel the shoulders soften. Feel the hands relax and arms next to the sides. Last one, take a deep breath in, breathe in. Don't be shy, breathe in through the nose. Get the oxygen you need, the clarity, the peace, the calm. And exhale, let it go. Let it go, let it go. Good job to you. Nice, breathing deep.
So now that we're in the proper framework, I want to jump right into the foundation of wellness and tying that into yoga as you practice it. So fundamentally, at the basic level, how does yoga fit into the foundation of wellness, particularly for today's young professional?
Right. Well, today's young professional has so much on their plate. They have to manage their social online and in person. They have to manage the social of the people that work for them, making sure no one's putting anything crazy up on there. They have so many levers to pull. Yoga is one of those levers that they pull that helps them to calm down, relax, and rejuvenate. Yoga helps to pull you out of the digital world, out of the work world, out of the world of numbers and people and deadlines, and really pull you into a world of, hey, everything is cool right here. I'm peaceful, I'm relaxed and calm down. So yoga is a button you push, or a tool that you pull out when you have spent too much time not being yourself, but being that position that you hold, being that director, being that executive chief, or just being the person in the mailroom, whatever it is. When we spend too much time in that space and lose connection with who we are, we feel it. That's when we start stressing a lot more, eating a lot more, doing those behaviors that don't return to us as much as a healthy and well lifestyle can return to us. So when we take the time to do some yoga, it helps us to give ourselves a reset and take our mind off of the position that we're holding and the task and objectives that we have, and bring ourselves right into just, hey, I'm just being me today. I'm relaxing. I'm being well. I'm taking that time for myself. Awareness and, as we call it, self-care. So yoga is that button that you push when it's time to just be yourself.
I think that it's so easy for us to get distracted from our true self because we do play so many roles throughout our public lives, whether it's being a professional, student, parent, caretaker. There's so many roles that we truly have the opportunity to lose that core that is central to who we are.
Right.
Mhm. But as you kind of endure or meet those challenges and have to endure that flexibility, you still want to get back to your core being. So my question for you is, how do you use yoga to overcome all those obstacles and distractions so that you can find that core being? How does yoga help you overcome those particular challenges?
Okay. So you're at your desk, you're busy being yourself and director, yourself and mom, yourself and leader of the PTA or whatever. You're busy being yourself and all those things. So to get back to your core, to get back to an authentic sense of you and what you need in that moment is to take that assessment of what exactly you need. And the quickest way to take an assessment of what you need is to take some breath. In yoga, we use the term pranayama, also known as breath work. So pranayama is you engaging in the breath to understand what's going on in the mind and what's going on in your body. So one of the quickest things that we do to start out our yoga class is take those 3 deep breaths that we did just now. Now, some of us, as we took those breaths, was like, whoa, I need some more sleep because I'm tired, or my body is telling me I need some coffee or whatever. But it gives us a sense of where we are. So as we're creating a foundation and using yoga as the tools to do so, we have to know where we are, not just as where we are in the company or where we are as a parent or where we are as a partner, but where we are in that moment and where are we in the connection to ourselves and who we are. Now, I know it took me a long time to figure out what it meant that, oh, being connected to yourself. But I've learned now, when you're not connected with yourself, when you're eating crazy, when you're staying up past bedtime, watching what you feel like you just want to watch because you just don't want to have your mind on all the stuff that is taking over your mind. So being able to use the breath to get that assessment of, okay, I need to get back to being me. I need to get back to where I feel calm, where I feel peaceful. Or you might understand after breathing, like being me is anxious. Being me is all over the place because you have never had the opportunity to really be calm. So using that pranayama to calm yourself down may be a whole new place for you within yourself, but you only get that information after you do it. So the foundation of yoga is also the foundation of using yoga as wellness, being able to assess where you are in your body, in your mind, by breathing, engaging in pranayama. And as you start to engage in that pranayama, you start to really connect back with your body, back with your mind and say, okay, this is where I need to go. I need to stretch a little bit more, or I need to take a nap, or I need to get something to eat, or I just need to stop for a second and continue breathing. Having the breath, having the pranayama, doing those breathing techniques to assess yourself is the core foundation of building wellness into your daily life as an educator, as a leader, as someone who is just trying to work their way up any ladder on a daily basis. It is very powerful in creating a foundation so you don't get lost in your way up to wherever you're going, whatever you're doing.
Wow. No, I think that is, so critical, that there is a direction and there is a tool to get there. There's a vehicle to get there. And I think personally, as I reflect on finding that vehicle that works for me individually, there's so many options out there. And I'm sure that the audience would feel the same way, that there's so many options for that vehicle to manifest itself toward your ultimate goal. So as we tie that in from a wellness perspective, what do wellness goals look like for the types of professionals that you work with on a daily basis?
Well, Glenn, I'm glad you pointed that out about the options. As you yourself, you're handsome, you're intelligent, you're social, you have options. So when we're talking about options, you can use and engage your yoga. You can combine it with your workout. You can combine it with your mushroom tea. You can combine it with all those different other elements. Prayer, combine it with all those because you're going to need them in achieving your goals. Now, when we're talking about achieving your wellness goals, we're not talking about, oh, I got to make sure I meditate 17 times a day to achieve enlightenment and I'm only eating lettuce for 17 years and stuff. No, no, no. It's about you engaging in the activities and the things that you find make you feel your best. Now, I just did something. Now, we know about SMART goals. And if we don't know about SMART goals, we have specific, we have measurable, we have achievable, we have the R is realistic, and then the T is time-based. So for instance, when we're setting a goal for meditation, a lot of people set goals for stress, how to deal with stress. I'm stressed out all the time. My mind is racing all the time. I want to do something about it. Let's engage in setting a goal for meditation. So we got the S, specific goal. I want to engage in meditation 3 to 5 times throughout the week. All right. And then we got the measurable part of it. I'm measuring. Did I do it 3 to 5 times out the week? No, I didn't, but it's okay. I'm working my way up to it. It's on my plate. I'm making it happen. And then we have the achievable. Can you set an alarm for noon? Can you set an alarm for 3 p.m., 5 p.m. to make it 1 minute meditation? I think that's something you can do. I think that's something most people can achieve. And making it realistic. You're probably not going to do it every day for an hour if that's not your lifestyle already. Going through the process of it, just doing it 1 minute a day, 2 minutes a day, doing it on days that start with Y or end with Y, whatever. Just finding a way that you can make it achievable and realistic for yourself. And then time. So the time is really important because it's not about I have to have my meditation practice down by 2025 or else. No, it's about I'm going to start on Tuesday, or I'm going to begin to set my alarm on Tuesday, and what happens? I'm going to try to make it happen for Wednesdays at this time at 3 o'clock or something like that. So we want to put a time on when it happens, not necessarily a time of when it needs to get done because it's an ongoing process. And that even shifts the mind in the goal process of wellness because as we are in these institutions and we're leaders and we're drivers, we got to have an end time on it. We have to end it to make it complete. Meditation, wellness itself is not a complete process. It's just a process. So that itself shifts the mind into a space where, hey, I get to just be. I don't have to be my director position. I don't have to be my secretary, my administrative position for a certain amount of time till I move to the next position or until I retire or whatever like that. It's just about you going through the process of being you. And none of us know how much time we have here. So being able to engage in that process of giving yourself patience, giving yourself grace to develop this wellness practice. I know it was a person that I was talking to, and she was just saying how bad she felt as a mother. You know what, this is what it was. I went to the dentist on Monday and I was talking to my dental person. She's my dental hygienist, and we just got into a conversation about life and stuff. I don't know. And she was just talking about how bad she felt about having to go to work and not spending time with their child and everything. And she talked about how she grew up not getting what she wanted from her mom. So she felt bad because she wanted to hurry up and give it all to her child right there and in the moment and in the process. And then we started talking and she was like, actually, this is something that it just takes time. Over the amount of time I'm going to have to give my child what they need. And as they grow, I grow. And it's the same thing with us when we're developing the foundations of wellness, treating ourselves like that kid. We're just going to keep pouring into it. We're going to just keep creating more opportunities through the process of developing a foundation of wellness and using these strategies that we are learning here today to create those goals. And as you grow, your goals are going to grow and change. It's going to be from meditating for just 1 minute to meditating for 10 minutes to incorporating meditation into your weightlifting regimen, into your work that you do at a desk. So it is about identifying and setting those goals based on exactly where you are, and using those assessments, those breath work, those journals, those mental exercises to see where you are, to drive where those goals are going to take you, where they're going to go. So yeah.
Wow. I mean, I just admire how you've really focused in on specific tactics and also just the mechanisms of creating goals that are, achievable, actionable, etc. You know, as you look at the growth that results from that discipline, you've been fortunate to have impacted a number of lives, as these individuals have used these tools, and now all of a sudden that they're able to achieve milestones in their wellness journey. And I think that's phenomenal that you have not just that desire, but the skill and the results to demonstrate it. So for the purpose of this specific audience, how do they stay in touch with you? How do they get a hold of you?
Cool. They can get a hold of me on social media. They can get a hold of me through the website. They can get a hold of me through the podcast here with Glenn Hunter. They can get a hold of me through my phone number, which I won't give that out yet. That's for the inner circle. No, but thatyogadude.com, www.datyogadude.com. Instagram, That Yoga Dude, TikTok, LinkedIn, James Woods, That Yoga Dude, Facebook, That Yoga Dude group. Yeah, please look me up online and follow me there. And as I invite you to join yourself, I'm in the process of really reconnecting with myself as well, and I invite you to do the same. I may be up to about 30 minutes of meditation a day and yoga on a daily basis, and really have a strong foundation of wellness. But it's been a process, and I want to share with you that process to help you along in your journey. So yeah, check us out, www.yogadude.com.
Outstanding. Outstanding. And again, this is the Feel Free to Feel Free podcast, starring That Yoga Dude, James Woods. I am Glenn W. Hunter, and I just want to let James take us on out, because what he's giving is literally making lives better, making communities better. And I want that to be the last thing that you hear as we sign off. James?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you all for listening. As always, feel free to feel free, and namaste. Peace, peace, peace.